Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rituals for Resilience with Tools to Bounce Back Better. We haven't met yet. I'm Naya and I'm your host. I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you. If you're just getting settled, maybe take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Maybe tell me a little bit about what your mood might be like if it was the weather, what the forecast is right now. The real forecast here is pretty snowy, but I'm feeling mostly sunny. The series that you're here for is called Rituals for Resilience, so I'll be reviewing the theories behind practices that help us bounce back better from challenges. Resilience is a capacity that each of us has. It can be learned, it can be strengthened, and it's something that you put to work every day in your life. It promotes positive adaptation to any situation, no matter how serious or stressful it might be. Each time we encounter adversity, we can learn not just from the world around us, but from each other, and grow within our communities so that collectively we can emerge stronger than we were before. This collective strength leads to even greater resilience, similar to how exercise builds a muscle. Being resilient doesn't mean you won't have challenging experiences, but it does mean you'll be able to bounce back a little bit more sustainably. You might be wondering, if there are such challenges, why work on resilience? Why not just deal with challenges? Resilience is really useful and one of my favorite things because it helps people manage pain better, especially if you're living with a chronic kind of pain. It helps maintain better physical and mental health. It helps you respond more sustainably to stress. People who are resilient are usually happier. They generally achieve more success. Research suggests that they live longer, which might be something that you want to do, and that they exist in a state where they are able to thrive instead of focusing on survival. Those things probably sound pretty great. So how do you become more resilient? Research on the subject suggests that resilience comes from an inner drive, and by observing and imitating those who are resilient. So you can absolutely learn this. And by practicing positive adaptation to situations. How do you practice, you might be wondering? One practice is yoga therapy. Yoga therapy, if you haven't encountered it before, is a complementary integrative healthcare practice. It promotes physical, mental, and social well-being for self-regulation and resilience. It uses both top-down and bottom-up processes to facilitate communication between the brain and the body, and between the body and the brain. Brain-body processes include things like regulating your attention, setting intentions, and generally have been shown to decrease psychological stress. Body-brain processes, so those are the bottom-up ones, are promoted by breathing techniques and movement practices. These influence musculoskeletal, cardiovascular, and nervous system function. They also help modulate changes in immune function and emotional well-being. So this way you're working both from physical and the felt space, but also from the thought space. Resilience may well be another benefit of mind-body therapy since they support your capacity to bounce back and adapt in situations of adversity or stressful circumstances in a timely way, so that all of your psychophysiological resources are better conserved to keep dealing with life. So you might be wondering, now that I know why resilience matters, why do rituals matter? Rituals, broadly defined, are a series of actions performed according to a prescribed order. So you do the same things in the same sequence over and over again. That could be a form of prayer, it could be a movement practice, it could be the steps with which you brush your teeth. All of those are rituals. A yoga therapy practice could be seen as a ritual, a series of breath, movement, and visualization done in a specific order on a daily basis, at least in a perfect world. Ritual helps support behavior change, so positive habit building, and it also builds resilience to support all of these positive outcomes. So that's just a little bit about why we might do what we do. Now we'll get into the practice itself. Today I want to walk you through a pranayama practice. Pranayama is the practice of managing your energetic self. Prana is the energy of life in yoga, and the practice of it includes breath work primarily, but may also include some movement. And today we're going to practice a breath called Nadi Shodana. Nadis are the channels through which energy flows in the body, and Shodana is an act of balancing. So this breath is an alternate nostril breath. So we breathe through one nostril and then through the other. The goal of this practice is to help lengthen your exhalation. Doing so helps tone your vagus nerve or your wandering nerve, which is a key component of your fight, flight, freeze, or please response. And it helps shift the nervous system away from that response back to your rest and digest state. It's a fairly short practice. You don't need any tools to do it beyond your hands. You can do it anywhere. And it's one that I like to use, particularly after a stressful meeting, or if I've been in a situation with someone where I'm not feeling so great or a little bit triggered. Children can do this breath. It's safe for pretty much anyone. But you do have to be able to breathe through your nose to do it. So if you're feeling congested, this might not be the one for you. You might try a different form of pranayama. But I'll walk you through how we do this one, and then we can do it together. So to do Nadi Shodana, you want to sit comfortably. You might sit on the floor. You can sit in a chair. It's not something you can do lying down. So just finding a comfortable seat. And then depending on how your shoulders are feeling, you might want to support your elbow. So I will usually just prop my knee to do that. You could also use a cushion or roll a towel just to prevent strain in your shoulder from holding your hand up. And you might then, once your hand is supported, we're going to close both nostrils. So you have a couple of ways to do that. I like to use my thumb and my middle finger. Some people prefer to use thumb and index finger. Some people will use thumb and ring finger, placing the middle two fingers over the third eye. So pick something that feels comfortable for you. And then when you're ready to do the practice, you'll exhale fully through the nose. Close your right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Open your right nostril, close the left, and exhale. And then you'll close the right, inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. And just continue that cycle over and over. I usually set a timer for between 5 and 10 minutes. And it's pretty awesome. You could also, should you choose, you might close, so the other variation, I should say, is to exhale fully, close the right nostril, inhale through the left, close the left, exhale through the right, and then inhale through the right, close the right, exhale left, inhale left, close and exhale right, inhale right, close and exhale left. So essentially exhaling and inhaling on the same side and then switching sides. So take a moment to get comfy. Find your seat. If you need to blow your nose, feel free to do that before you get started. If you need a quick sip of water, if you find your throat or your face is feeling dry, you might do that. And then set up so that your elbow is well supported, your shoulders are relaxed, because you're not looking for sort of hiked up shoulders and this closed chest for the breath. And then as you'd like, we'll exhale fully and then close the right nostril. Inhale on the left side. Close the left nostril. Exhale right. Maybe inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhaling there. And switching sides. Inhale. And switch sides. Inhale. Switch sides and exhale. 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 Breathing in. Switching sides to breathe out. Breathing in. And switch sides. Inhale. Switch sides to exhale. Inhale. Switch sides to exhale. Breathe in. Switch sides. Breathe in. Switch sides. Breathe in. Switch sides. Breathe in. Switch sides to exhale. In. Switch sides, exhale. In. Switch sides, exhale. In. Switch sides, exhale. In. Switch sides and exhale. We'll do this for a few more rounds, breathing in. Switch sides to exhale. Breathe in. Switch sides, exhale. Breathe in. Switch sides, exhale. Doing the last few rounds on your own. Exhaling and inhaling. Before switching sides. When you're ready to wrap the practice up, inhale on the right side, and exhale on the left side. Then you can release your hands, take a comfortable few breaths in and out through both nostrils. Maybe noticing the sensation of the breath. Maybe pausing for a little longer in this quiet observation. If you'd like, you can drop your chin slightly to your chest. Or wiggle your shoulders if that feels nice. You could also take the chin from shoulder to shoulder. Some people find that helpful. Maybe you might do a little bit of a mindful practice just to expand your awareness into the space where you've been sitting. And notice if there's a shift in your breath. Maybe the exhalation did get longer. Or if your mood has shifted, that might also be true. And then once you're ready, gently shift out of your pause practice. Maybe you take an inhale and just stretch through the arms. Adding a little bit more movement back. Feel free to wiggle. Feel free to yawn if that's what feels appropriate. Studies indicate people who practice Nadi Shodana feel less stressed afterwards. I wonder if you feel that way. If you do, please let me know. I'm always curious to hear about your experience. And if you have any questions, you can find me on Instagram at Holistic Yoga Therapist or on my website, holisticyogotherapy.ca. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you at our next session. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Thanks so much for joining me.